Hi there, and thank you for watching another plan with me. This one is super special because it's devoted to this gorgeous fox and cactus pastel spooks kit that I purchased. We're going to be using it in my happy planner first, but there was so much left over that I was able to transition it into my personal planner as well. But that'll be part 2. So this one is the happy planner, and I'm just using the premium matte washi to cover up those dates at the top. And oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. So bad at placing washi when it's like premium matte or glossy or something like that. I'm sure you're getting anxiety just watching me do this and fail miserably, but that's what scissors are for, and that's what's going on right now. I'm using these awesome little Target scissors to cut down the washi and make it look like I totally meant to place it where it is. Yep. And one awesome thing about this layout was the Happy Planner inserts. The colors actually matched this kit. So I was able to washi a little less and kind of go with the colors that were already there. As you can see from me placing these date covers over like that weird seafoam green color of the headers. Anyways, I don't know if you've seen my earlier video, but just a couple of videos before this I went over my current planner setup and what kind of was working and what wasn't. And unfortunately, at this point, the Happy Planner really isn't working for me, and I think you'll be able to tell that in the way that I plan during this video, because I was constantly, it's really choppy, because I was constantly at a loss as to what I should put down, because I wanted it to look substantial, and I do feel like I have a busy day. It's just translating that into some sort of format that looks pretty was really difficult for me in this size, at least. So you'll see things like I notate or I plan ahead every single walk that I anticipate my dog needing, and that's ridiculous because sometimes I don't walk her and it's my husband that walks her, or sometimes she gets some extra walks because we want to go walking or something like that. So I don't know, you'll be able to tell, and I'm sure you're screaming at your screen and saying I could have done so much better with that gorgeous kit. And I totally get you, because after finishing this spread, I felt the exact same way, which is weird because the spread doesn't actually look bad. It still looks good. It's just, I realized that I didn't get that same, feeling of accomplishment, or I didn't feel as though my stress was, quelched by finishing it. Instead, I felt even more aggravated. And I think that's due to the size, probably. So on one hand, the spread's really pretty. On the other hand, it was just so annoying for me to get to that place. So it's gonna be probably personal planning from here on out. But I didn't feel like throwing this video away, because you gotta fall to learn how to pick yourself back up again, right? Batman taught us that. Anyways, so here I am continuing with my planning of Tuesday. And really, Tuesdays I just work early in the morning, and then it's usually my homework day, so that's why it warrants that full box checklist. And yeah, that was a bad idea, because that is an actual Post-it flag, and that's got some mad adhesive on it, which is bad on premium matte, I guess, because it leaves a residue, as you'll see in a bit. And my Wednesday pretty much looks like my Monday, so I was just kind of following that spread style because I did like the way I laid everything out. The little to-do checklist box is perfect for my break because I usually save some homework to do during that 3.5 hours I have before my second and third class. And that really only translates to a couple of tasks. And then when I get home, I really don't feel like doing much of anything on those days because it's been so long and because I have just a little bit of a commute after school. And I'm using those food boxes again to signify walking my pet. And yeah, I was just concerned I would run out of the blank ones, so that's why I started using the fork and knife ones. And on Wednesday, I put an extra little box, just an extra little half box, because Wednesdays are usually the days my husband has off, so we usually plan on doing something after school. So I'll try and work on homework maybe Tuesday to get it out of the way for Wednesday night. And I'm just using some Inkjoy pens because even though they're gel and sometimes they can smear a little bit, they react really well on these premium matte stickers, and they still look vibrant and everything, and they don't really take away from the colors that are involved in this kit either. So that was pretty cool. And I will say the Happy Planner paper is really nice. It's if you've ever used really good notebook paper, just the sort of maybe 5-star protected hole punched paper, that stuff is pretty awesome, and it's smooth, and it doesn't really absorb the ink too much. That's kind of what Happy Paper Planner is, to me anyways. So here I'm being super redundant, and even though I know by now that these colors mean a certain class, I'm writing the classes in anyways because I've got all that space and I gotta do something with it. And I'm just following that color coding into the checkbox to mark off the homework that I know is due. Or rather, to signify the homework that I know will be due. And putting in all those Walk Evie notices. On here, I'm just finally applying the washi, and I saved it until the end of this page spread because I wasn't sure what color would really go with it. And I finally settled on this polka dot, really simple and kind of muted, but I think it worked really well with the pastels. And it came from Michael's in one of those 2-packs. I think the other washi had jack-o'-lanterns or something. I should probably try to dig that out and see if I can use it over the next couple of weeks. And here I didn't want to use all of the headers because I felt like the black was a little distracting. To have those little swaths of black in the spread, so I just wrote out homework. And I'm just beautifying it further with some more fox and cactus stickers, this time a significant otter one. So cute. Now I'm moving on to the second page, and even more stressful washi applications. This one wasn't so bad. I think maybe because I moved a little slower this time, and I knew what I was getting myself into. It's still not perfectly aligned, but it does the job. So you can unclench and just enjoy the ride. The only downside, though, is when I start to actually apply the pumpkin stickers. They kind of cover up some of the most drippy looking drips on that design. So that's unfortunate, but just nitpicky. But that's the end of our perilous washi adventures. And now we get to move on to the fun part, which is my Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And truly, this Thursday is super happy because for the past month, it seems, I've had a dentist appointment seemingly every other Thursday. And in fact, I have one next week, so boo earns to that. But this week, mercifully, I did not have a dentist appointment. It was just work, so that's really all I had going on Thursday, as well as some homework junk. But I decided to skip over that and just put that pretty weekend banner down, because my planning style has no rhyme or reason. I mean, it's kind of chronological in the Happy Planner, and that's what was initially appealing about it, was that it was broken up into those 3 distinct time periods, but I don't think I utilized that super well. Although you can see here, I did, because Thursdays are usually my sleep-in days, because I don't go to work until the afternoon, I did drop down that full box, because I wasn't going to be active during those hours. And then I put another little checklist box so I could write in that I had to work and do some homework in preparation for a test I had on Friday. So that kind of comes across, I suppose. And it is neat looking just like at a glance at your whole week, just splayed out in front of you, and kind of seeing that time delineation, I guess. And here, I totally didn't realize the camera cut off as quickly as it did and for as long as it did, because I had enough time to write down stuff I needed to do on Thursday and Friday and put down my color coding system for the classes I had on Friday. And here I am just adding some more fun stuff on Saturday, including a Snorlax Lazy Day sticker to signify that I can sleep in on Saturday, because I look forward to sleep now more than anything I can think of at the moment. And because I will also get to sleep in on Sunday, I'm just putting down this full box sticker to signify that I'm not doing anything for quite some time that day. And in fact, Sundays usually just get away from me, because my husband and I both have them off together, and so we just hang out, maybe go to play Pokemon Go somewhere, but that seems less likely now with the new update, because it kind of ruined our whole deal, which was he would drive or I would drive, and then one of us would be with the 2 phones, kind of like searching the radar to see if Pokemon would show up, and then if they did, we'd pull over and start walking around a bit. But you can't do that if you're traveling over 35 miles per hour now. So that's kind of crappy, but I'm sure once they release a new Pokedex update that people will forget about that. And here I am with those Inkjoys again, just filling everything in, including those Eevee walks. And I'm trying to put that washi down at the bottom again, but that's off camera slightly. But I realized soon enough, I guess. And looking at it, yeah, this spread is really pretty. I just, that day working on it, it was like, it wasn't even fun. And I'm sure you can tell, because I'm sure watching this video hasn't been all that fun, so I really appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this. And also hit me up in the comments and let me know if you bought this kit and what your spread looks like, or what kind of planner is working for you. Because at the moment it's personal, but I feel like I'm always on the lookout, so you never know. And here I'm finally getting down to the last of it, and this is just adding some more fun stickers to denote the special school activities I have to do. So I have a test in one class, and then I have to turn in my term paper proposal in the other. And the little thing I'm scrawling in the corner that just says proposal in not so great handwriting. And since the colors worked so well, period, I didn't really want to modify the October like mini calendar that's in the upper left hand corner, so I just left it alone. And I just really wanted to cover up that notes section. So I'm just applying more washi. And I'm using my scissors to cut it off because I lost my Charlie card that you might have seen in previous videos. Okay, so here is the final spread and all the leftovers I had. And yeah, I didn't utilize this kit to the fullest at all, but that's why we get second chances. So stay tuned for my next video where it's all going to be in the personal planner, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.